Hi, it's Ethan. Welcome to my channel, and today we have REN. The first time I'm probably gonna react to his song and actually say something. So we have 3 videos: Money Game 1, Money Game 2, Money Game 3. Doing this for my kid. He wants to see it, so it'll be fun. So I've listened to Suicide was my first REN video, and High REN was my second, and Sick Boy was my third. Now, I haven't posted any of those because each time I did a reaction, I was just speechless and didn't say anything. So, this time I'm gonna say stuff. So, without further ado, let's keep going.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Read runs through Parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chain to your shoes on pain. It's a...
Damn, I need the lyrics. I'm pulling up lyrics. I don't know why I didn't do this before I even started. Okay, so I've read the lyrics again through where I paused. Basically, the world is a fucking mess, and we're living in it, and this illusion of choice is just that, an illusion, and we're already living in dictatorships. Everyone of us say. Yeah, in the United States it's capitalism. I don't know, it's just greed is everywhere. And the few that have all the money are just running everything. So that's what I got so far. Let's keep going.
Fooling who? A ball chain to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed the game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade. But now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Trying to. Okay. This is so good. Okay, let's go back to the lyrics for a second. Now he's bringing us into the story. It's not just these capitalists, these dictators, and these, greed factories, our government. It's us too. We're in the same game. We're all climbing over everybody to make a dime. And then it goes into the chorus, which is just, the transition is beautiful. He has a beautiful voice. Actually, I want to hear it again. Let's go back a little bit.
Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
It's very bluesy in that part. I like it. Okay. Jeez. It's obviously himself. I'm waiting for the reveal. Oh no. Oh no. Not the bat.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murdered as savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach.
Whew. Break it down. Hold on though. We gotta go back to the lyrics because I don't want to miss my thoughts on that. So this idea of choice again comes up. These support ideas that keep us separate. It's either one side or the other, but they're both the same thing. It's just distraction. I say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate, that's my freedom of speech. Like, especially in, like, this came out in 2019, so all that just hate that was being spewed around, like, 2016, 17, 18, 19, forever, but that was really coming out as normal. People were just accepting it, like, oh, this is freedom of speech. Like, no, it wasn't. It was hate, and that's not what freedom of speech is for, you know? Okay, so there's irony in freedom because us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all the rest. That's called hypocrisy, and that's where I stopped it. Yeah, that they're just calling it what it is. That's exactly what happened. So anyway, let's keep going. Sorry I interrupted that breakdown right there. We gotta go back.
A speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murdered as savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how
just
people
keep
throw shade
going
upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, rain, rain.
Woo. I don't really need to break that down. It was very, like, well spoken. Calling it what it is exactly what it is. Let's keep going because I don't have anything to add.
Rain, a storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves.
But he didn't hit the guy with the
We're
bat.
all part of this whole money game.
Oh no. It's taking the guitar though. Huh. It's brutal, man. Oh shit. Sure, he just unplugged his microphone. The whole sound just changed. Oops. You can tell it's live. It's gonna be insane. I mean, I know it's water, but still. Is it water? It looks thicker than water. What did they put in that? Was that the end? Oh shit. It's over. That was quick. That was the fastest 5 minutes and 46 seconds ever. So that's the end of part 1, which is just, well, it just dropped truth bombs all over the place, and then he was gonna set that guy on fire, and I was gonna set himself on fire, and then it just ends, and we don't know what happens. Alright, here we go. Money Game Part 2. Let's go.
Strange time we're living in, panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on, needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Oh.
It's talking about how politicians are just like fucking corrupt and inadequate and don't care about anything but their paychecks. And that's been true for a long time now. And then he's like, but what if, now 10 Downing Street burned in a fire? Not a threat, right? It's in a song, so it's not a threat. Okay. Just... He didn't do it. The building was on fire, but it wasn't my fault, okay?
Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game.
Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame.
The same chorus.
We're proud ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
So it's just one huge song.
This whole money game. This whole
Money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells cause there's loads on the sand. Step 1, you must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste man. 3, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand.
Hold on. Oops. I just turned the closed captioning to Chinese or Vietnamese. How did I do that? Once again, though, he started with people on top, and then he brings us into it. Like, it's not just them, it's you. It's me. It's everybody. We're all in it together. Like, yes, they are, like, corrupt and causing all this freaking chaos, but we're kind of letting it happen. We haven't really fought back on this shit for a very, very long time. And I believe that is by design. You know, the 8-hour workday, the whole 2 weeks vacation, maybe if you work there full time, you know, like they working to people to the bone became so normal that we didn't have any energy to fight back when it comes time to fight back. You're just trying to survive. We're all in survival mode. But we're all just letting this happen. And we're part of it. We all want to make money. We're all, you know, going on reality shows, going on, you know, game shows, trying to make a quick buck, the lottery, you know, anything we can to make money, because that's the end all be all to anything anymore.
And expand, clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6 guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7 press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8 big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9 polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10 the world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
I just want to say how happy I am that this video ended up being like a music video and not just a lyric video, because I was about to like be really like frustrated, but then now I'm not. So very cool. Okay, it's almost over, but I just wanted to say that.
This old money game. This old
Money Game Part 2. I like how it's just one big continuous song. I'm wondering if the third part's gonna be the same, or if it's gonna go a different direction. And it's also like 3 times longer than the last one, so not sure what's gonna happen. Well, you know, gotta wait and see. So anyway, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about part 2. I'm really excited to get into part 3, so let's just go do that right now without any ado at all. Alright. Do got a new job on piano with a suit update. Well, now there's 2 of them. Are we not gonna pretend that we saw how messy his hair was before it went perfect hair? Wait, I want to look at it again. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Okay, maybe it wasn't that different. Hold on. I don't know. It just looked like his hair was really messy and then it looked like really put into place. So, but that's probably not what happened. He probably just has a lot of product in his hair and it just looks that good.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit stock.
Oof. Okay, so we have this kid and it's on the top of the curve, right? Just shooting star, climbing, climbing, climbing. It's genius. But his dad's in his ear like, money, 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 money. Like, that's all that matters is money. That's pretty common, a story. Like, everybody can relate to that. Like, we're told, you know, money, you grow up and you make money. That's what you gotta do. Like, that's your whole purpose, is to grow up, make money. And usually, kids like this burn out real quick and end up having a lot of mental health issues or drug problems, drinking. I mean, it just usually goes just downhill after like college, you know. There's not much to do unless you get like some super crazy tech job. But either or, you know, it's a really shitty message that all the world is just about making money, you know.
And shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine.
Yeah, so this kid's becoming like the major asshole version, you know, hedge fund millionaire, like asshole in his 20s, you know, working at friggin' like Hewlett and wait, no, that's not what I wanted to say. What's that one guy? I don't know, some like financial thing. Anyway, asshole. Becoming an asshole.
24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches
Can
business
never make
to
him
arms.
happy
He's
ever.
27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Yeah, it just went for this guy. Like, all of a sudden, he's just like a drug dealer, like a major drug kingpin. Just drinking and making lots of money. That's about all you're doing. What's your life, though? And are you a person you'd even want to be around, you know?
He gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Damn. Everything that could go wrong for this guy has went wrong. But they've all been his choice. All because of money. And daddy issues.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
The way we live is parasitic. Cut the money and fame. It's true. We're consumers, and we just consume and consume and consume and throw away and pile up, and we're just killing the planet on top of everything. It's very beautiful music.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Damn. Damn. So yeah. Part 3 takes all this big idea, government, the billionaires, the people in power, and then it goes to us, and then part 3 is just one person, one life, start to finish, what greed can do to you, and severe daddy issues, because that was a big part of it. But that's a thing with a lot of men, is daddy issues. So yeah, you're just showing one life and the how it just got all fucked up just because of money. It's all can be traced back to the love and the greed of money. Did I get that right? Was I even close? Let me know in the comments what you think about this trilogy and what you got from it, and what you think I missed, what maybe I hit on. Just give me all the info down in the comments and I will read them and let's talk about it. There will be more REN on this channel soon, so if you like this video, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I'm gonna go through the whole rabbit hole. So give me some songs below that you'd like me to listen to first, and maybe I'll get to the that you'd like to listen to first, and maybe I'll get to those real soon. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.